We're back in WRC Legends and I've embodied the body of Michel Mouton to experience the Audi Quattro and to see what retro cars handle like in this racing game. Now, to make this authentic, I wanted to make my co-driver French speaking, but unfortunately, every time I try and make her French, she turns into a posh British woman that probably goes fox hunting every day of the week. So, I don't know if that's a bug. I mean, I tried even German and other languages and it always goes back to posh British woman. It's fine, it's just that if I'm going to drive into a tree at 130 miles an hour, I find a nice romantic French accent takes the sting off it compared to a posh British woman. Though, if we do crash and we shatter every bone in our ankles, we've shattered the bones of a fox hunter. So it's not all bad, it's not all terrible, but that's just something worth pointing out. Now, let's start the stage. We're at Portugal. Perfect hedges, perfect trees. It's going to be perfect driving as well. Again, a slow start. So the first thing you notice with this Audi Quattro is that obviously it's not quite as tight, responsive or pokey as the modern rally cars, as you would expect. You know, this has the bite of a brick on an ice rink, or maybe one of those like little penguin things that children push around an ice rink. That is what this drives like. But if you can get over that initial challenge of that lack of grip and that lack of bite, I think it's, you know, it's more fun sliding. That's the point of rally driving, isn't it? If you want to do grippy poke driving, go and get on a Formula car on a racetrack. We're off-road here, we want to be sliding everything. Now I would warn you though, it's very hard if you go from the modern rally cars to this to adjust yourself, because you have to, due to its lack of bite and it being a brick, you really have to drive a lot more preemptively, pay a lot more attention to your co-driver, because you're going to have to brake a lot earlier and you're going to have to set the car up into corners a lot sooner. Just testing the wall out there. Now the problem is, with real rally cars, I think after about 2005, rally kind of lost the plot. You know, everyone knows old rally cars, way better, way more fun, not only to drive, but also to watch. Like a car going through a corner at a right angle, with dust spraying out the back of it, is way better than a car super glued to a road surface. And also, as I say, way more fun I think to actually drive in a simulator. Now with this, it can also be really hard to get the front of the car to bite into some corners, and I do think, having driven more cars in WRC Generations, that everything is very much on the sort of understeery side. So what I do is I've been moving the brake bars further back, probably changing ARB settings, and also the diff power settings and distribution could really help with things. So some setup adjustments are probably worthwhile doing. But that said, like, all told, it definitely is much more on the understeery side, especially if you compare it to dirt rally. Though in some ways it actually feels a little bit more grippy than Richard Burns rally from my memory of it. But then again, I find Richard Burns rally to be sort of, it's hard but it's very consistent. Once you get into the Richard Burns rally mindset and zone, it all flows. You get into flow zone in that, despite it being one of the hardest games ever made. Oh my god. You notice these little rocks they've got sticking out the track here? I think this is a Portuguese conspiracy. They're just trying to rip the tyres off, and a few miles up the road there'll be a tyre repair shop. Oh, you've broken a... You've... Oh, there we go. Oh, bloody hell. You appear to have punctured your wheels. How did that happen? Is it the rocks that we put all over the road? Ah, can't be that. We'll replace them for a good price. The Portuguese economy is entirely supported by puncture repair shops. If you haven't had a chance, guys, to visit Portugal, absolutely gorgeous country, you should check out our Imsim Talento pedal review. We went to Queensborough and Porto. Oh my god. See what I mean about having to brake earlier and set the car up. Absolutely gorgeous country, Portugal. It was until I drove my rally car into all the road barriers and broke everything. Now, one thing I've noticed as well with WRC, which is a little bit weird, is that it seems that quite often the throttle and power mapping doesn't quite line up as I would sort of expect it to. In this case, obviously, this car's got a turbo on it, and the modern rally cars have electrical systems and what have you, so God knows what's going on with them. But there's definitely times where I feel like I can't get that initial power down, and then all of a sudden the power kicks in from the last bit of throttle pedal, so the sort of power mapping from the throttle feels a bit weird at times. I don't know if that's a bug, I don't know if that's by design, but it is definitely something that he knows with this. Through the puddle. Oh, that's nice, we'll clean the car off. But you do have quite drastically handling vehicles here with the vintage, with the Audi Quattro compared to the new car, so it's a nice bit of mixes things up nicely, especially if you're going through the single player. Oh god, I'm surprised we're making that. Like, why is there concrete rails there? That's not safe. That literally makes the road less safe. Portuguese road design. Let's put some spikes there. Why not some landmines? It's like the German rally track with the tank traps on it. That's not making it safer. That's literally more dangerous. Oh well. Nice dusty Audi there. So I say, Audi Quattro, pretty good fun to drive in this. Really nice challenge. Still, the physics to me feel a little bit quirky, but what can you do? Biggest problem, can't have a French co-driver, although technically it should be an Italian co-driver, I guess, but I want it in French or German. I just want a sexy German voice, or anything not British, not Foxhunt British. And it would be better if they rebranded this as the Lidl Sport. That would be better. But, you know, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think of the retro cars in WRC Generations. And subscribe if you enjoy this sort of thing. Click that like button. But until the next video, and maybe more rally driving, because I love trees and grass and off-road driving. Why aren't there more rally games? What on earth's going on? We need more of this. But until the next one, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Happy tea drinking. Goodbye.